Now we are going to look for bond parameters. Bond parameters actually try to define the bond, that they try to give the information all regarding the bond. So first we have bond length, right. Suppose I say that there is a double bond between carbon and carbon, so that means the equilibrium distance, right. It is called as the equilibrium distance between the nuclei of two bonded atoms. Suppose this is my one atom, this is my one atom. So this distance, the equilibrium distance between the two nuclei of two bonded atoms is in a molecule is called as bond length. So we have studied that, like if we talk about triple bond, the bond length is smaller. For the double bond it is slightly bigger, and for the single bond the bond length is quite big, right. So that means multiplicity of the bond actually affect the bond length. And likewise we have, I'll write here, so that means multiplicity affect the bond length. Second is that size of atoms or ions, you can say, also affect the bond length. Like bigger they are, bigger is going to be bond length. Smaller they are, smaller is going to be the bond length, right. Second is the bond angle. So what is the bond angle? It is the angle between the orbitals containing bonded electron pair around the central atom in a molecule. Suppose I have this thing, suppose this is my oxygen, this is my hydrogen, this is my hydrogen. So this is my orbital containing a bonded pair, this is my orbital containing a bonded pair. So the distance between them, this orbitals containing the bonding pair, is something called as bond angle. Like in this case it is 104.5 degrees and it is expressed in degrees, right. So bond angle is actually very important because it helps in predicting the shape of the molecules, right. Third we have is the bond enthalpy. As the name suggests, that means the energy which is required to break the bond, right. So it is the energy required to break 1 mole of bond of particular type between two atoms in a gaseous state. Suppose I have this hydrogen, so I say that in this two hydrogens are linked by this bond. So the energy which we are supplying it to break it, let's say X, so it will be a bond enthalpy, right. So this is our bond enthalpy. But in few cases if you get to see more than one kind of bond, like more than one type of bond actually, suppose I have H2O, so when I will break it, suppose I get the constituent H and OH, right. Then further I break OH, I get O and H. Suppose for this first step I supplied energy X and for the second step I supplied energy Y. So if there are multiple bonds present, so in that case we take into consideration the average bond enthalpy. How? We are going to add these values and divide by the number of the bonds. So that means this is going to give the average bond enthalpy. So average bond enthalpy is taken into consideration when you get to see a multiple bonds. Next is a bond order. In different theories, as I told you that we are going to study many theories in it. So according to the different theories, we have different definitions for bond order. But as far as we have discussed till now, bond order is actually the number of bonds which are formed between two atoms in a molecule. As we see that in nitrogen there is a triple bond. So how many bonds are formed? 3. So obviously bond order is going to be 3. Likewise in oxygen molecule is this double bond, so bond order is going to be 2. So likewise means number of bonds that is possessed by the two atoms in a molecule indicates the bond order, right. And one more thing you should know, that with increase in bond order, that means more is the number of bonds present in the molecule, bond length decrease. That means if there is a triple bond, bond length is less, if it is double bond, bond length is quite big, and if it is single bond length is you can say is big enough. So you can say with increase in the multiplicity or with increase in the bond order, bond length decrease, but the bond enthalpy increase. We have to supply that molecule with more energy if we want to separate those atoms, right. The next parameter we have is the resonance and polarity of bond, because they have a vast, you can say they are very important one also, and they have to be discussed in a vast manner. So we will be taking in the next topic or you can say in an individual topic, right. So you should be familiar, like I think you are familiar till now, that what is the bond length, bond angle, the enthalpy and the bond order, right. So we are taking up resonance in detail now.